Hi, Dave. Just wanted to make this quick video to add some context to this email and to the spreadsheet I'm sharing with the competitor analysis. So I'll start here with the email. So site speed, I know we've been talking about, or last week we discussed developing a new website for MakerPipe. So if that's the case, I think the site speed thing is temporary. But we definitely want to optimize that because usability, not only is that important for Google's algorithm, but of course you want to make your website as user-friendly as possible in efforts to improve your conversion rates. So definitely at the top of my priority list for MakerPipe. Competitor analysis. So I'll go over here to the spreadsheet. Move this out the way. So just a summary of the backlink research. So backlinks, if you're not familiar, I think you are. I think you said you had a background in technology, but I have a website. I link to your website, and the reason why it's important, Google's algorithm, their ranking algorithm, links are a fundamental part of how they rank websites. It's been that way since 1998 or whenever Google started. And pretty much these backlinks are votes of confidence for your website. And you can see here, I've compared MakerPipe to two of the competitors that you shared, FormUFit and Simplified Building. And you can see there's a huge gap here. So I think I see this as the biggest area of opportunity for your online presence, for growing your online visibility. And just kind of explain some of these other metrics here. So do follow and no follow. So when you're talking about links, you have do follow links or no follow links. Do follow links are links that actually add some SEO value or equity to your website. No follow is the opposite. Now, in a healthy backlink profile, you want to have a balance of each. And usually that split should be around 80-20. And you're very close there. You can see FormUFit, they actually have less do follow links than that percentage, but still kind of in the ballpark range. So you're good there, but the biggest area of opportunity here, of course, are your referring domains and getting, boosting these numbers so that, eventually they're closer to where you see FormUFit and Simplified Building. Now, the domain rating, this is a bit of a vanity metric. It's not everything, but it's pretty much one number that tells you how much authority your website has. And the reason why this is important, because when it comes to ranking keywords, it's all about competition. So let's say if you're going after a phrase and we look at the first page of the search results, and the average domain rating for all the websites ranking on the first page is 50. Well, since MakerPipe's domain rating is 7, well, that keyword is going to be very difficult to rank for unless we just write an outstanding piece of content and we're able to build backlinks to that content and share it on social and get engagement there as well. So that kind of gives you an idea when we're targeting keywords, just how much effort will be required to rank for that keyword and how realistic it is. Some keywords you're just not going to rank for with this domain rating because you have huge companies targeting the same keywords. So moving on to the second tab. So the first tab, I talked about backlinks. Now, how do you get backlinks? The easiest way is to create outstanding content. And this is something we talked about quite a bit during our call, but just want to reiterate how important content is to your online presence. Content makes building links easier. It makes, it pretty much gives you content to share on social media. It allows you to target more keywords. You can just go down a list and content plays a role in every aspect of digital marketing. So, even for your ad campaign, if someone doesn't necessarily buy, during their first visit to their website, you can remarket to them, you can collect their email address, and you can send them content. So not to beat a dead horse here, but content is very important. And so what I've done here, I've looked at your competitors from you finish simplified building, and I saw which articles, which content topics are directing or attracting the most backlinks. And referring domains, that's just the number of websites that are linking to this specific content asset. And what I see here is that a lot of it's how-to guides, a lot of it's project plans. I saw that FormUFit, they had this PVC 101 page where it pretty much tells you everything you need to know about PVC pipes and using them for projects. FormUFit also had this dimensions chart, which is very helpful. So the key takeaway here is you want to provide helpful content. You want to inspire people. So you'll see here there are a few do-it-yourself ideas, articles, and project plans. So, pretty much showing people what's possible with connector pipes and connector systems. So, when we're building out your content, we can take some of these ideas, but we like to do what's called a skyscraper method, where let's say 59 do-it-yourself ideas built with industrial pipe. So that's a lot of ideas there. But why don't we really just blow them out the park and do 100 do-it-yourself shelf ideas built with industrial pipe? And that's just one way you can really improve upon the content that's already attracting backlinks. Another way is to, maybe you provide more data, maybe you provide more images or video. Just finding ways to take the content that's already attracting backlinks and make it that much better. And it just so happens that these content ideas, they're also attracting quite a bit of traffic based on the estimates I saw. So it's not just about referring domains, but actually getting people to your website. And so moving on to competitor keywords. So kind of just did a scan of the keywords that your competitors are ranking well for. And I sorted this list by search volume. So search volume is how many people are searching for these words or these phrases, keywords per month on average. And traffic is how much traffic is being directed to your competitor's website. So feel free to sort this any way you want. But you see here, you might notice here in column A, there are actually duplicates, but they're not actually duplicates. So what's going on here is that there are different ways to rank for the same keyword. You see you have the featured snippet, you have the related questions, you can even rank an image, site links, and AdWords. And that's for people who are bidding on keywords. And what these guys are doing, they are ranking pretty much for each one of these different features. And that's where we want to be. So very important that we answer common questions related to that keyword or related to that topic. It's very important that we include engaging images, video if applicable, and really try to target these different opportunities to rank for these keywords, because I'm sure they're getting a ton of traffic. I mean, just from PVC pipe sizes, it looks like that total is over 5,500 visitors per month. And just kind of doing our conversion rate analysis, if they were just able to convert on 1% of that, that's still, a good chunk, or not a, significant chunk, but that's definitely good revenue to bring in just for one keyword. So that's why it's important. I think for where you are, I think it's best to kind of prioritize maybe the top 15 to 20 keywords, and then just go after those with force, and with good content, smart link building, and so on. And so let me know if you have any other questions on this. I tend to get long-winded, but I don't want to keep this video too long. Okay. Now, finally, looking at other link building opportunities. So we've already talked a bit about guest blogging. So that's a great strategy, just to kind of borrow the audience from other websites so that they now become your audience. Videos, very, from the research I did, their videos are huge for this industry. So I think we should really think about, a YouTube video calendar where you're going on and kind of discussing different topics. Or I think what would be really powerful is showing the different projects that are possible with MakerPipe. Participating in niche relevant forums and discussion boards. So during our chat, you mentioned there are different target groups. You have educators, you have middle-aged men, you have just plain do-it-yourselfers, university departments, and so on. And each one of those demographics, they have their places online where they congregate. And we should, make sure that the MakerPipe brand is prominent in those places. And that includes, being a source of information for people, answering people's questions, providing free content. So, when we put together these content assets, making sure that we're sharing them where people would be interested in them. So different ways we can participate, but it's kind of like a grassroots effort. Build your following and then get them to come to your website. One idea I had, and just to kind of give you context, backlinks from university websites or government websites are the cream de la creme. Very high authority, very credible. And when you can get a backlink from a university website like a .edu domain, these are very powerful. And when we talk about this gap, well, if you're able to get .edu backlinks or .gov backlinks, backlinks from government websites, it'll definitely close this gap faster. We won't be talking about numbers, we'll be talking about domain rating. And kind of going back here to my email, one idea I had, you mentioned that you do, there is opportunity, to work with universities. You can provide your product at a discounted rate, for academic purposes in exchange for being listed on their website. And I think that's a fair exchange, and it definitely would not only help your SEO, but just your visibility and goodwill online. So just an idea I'm throwing out there. This by no means is an exhaustive list, but just some ideas to get started. So Dave, I hope this video has been helpful. Hope you learned something here. Looking forward to our next meeting. So yeah, let's coordinate, and look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.